Welcome back to All Influencer Wrestling. I'm your Clout Missioner, Captain Tyrion Guidel, and we are kicking things off with tag title action. Here they come. Our challengers tonight, Harlem Heat, the team of Cali and Teresa Dominguez. They knocked off the Authority last week in a hard-fought match, earning this shot at the long-reigning duo of Candied Ginger. We have still seen some of that showboating arrogance on display that these sisters have caused their own defeats within the past. Have they learned from the mistakes? Or will Candied Ginger once again come away victorious? And here she is, Her Royal Highness, the Ginger Flame. The operatic obliterator, the soprano of the squared circle. Her first time making an appearance since our return, since we shifted from coast to coast. And we are starting out with that title defense. She's got to put the work in tonight. She's done it in the past. And here comes her partner. The badass biker herself, the other half of Candied Ginger, the Soul Clout Champions, Candy Holiday. I'm relatively certain she may have driven that bike all the way from our previous arena back in New York to our new digs here in sunny California. Also the first time we have seen Candy since our return to the Graps. Candied Ginger have been a hell of a force in the tag division since they teamed up. They're definitely looking to continue that here tonight. New coast, same results. And that is what it's all about. The clout. The double clout championship from the YouTube division.
The following contest
specifically
is a tag match set for one fall, and it is for the Internet Championship. Introducing the challengers, Harlem Heat.
Many a shot at those belts, always falling at the final hurdle. These two teams have met each other in the ring repeatedly before. Harlem Heat looking for a very different outcome this time. Candied Ginger looking to end the same way it has every other chance. And there it is, double clout, double the belts, double the internet influence. Looks like we are going to have Callie starting out alongside Her Royal Highness the Ginger Flame. And let's go, we lock up. Test of strength to begin. Callie Dominguez gets the better of it. Ginger Flame is down, and athleticism shown by Callie, bounding her way over, but that early showboating, Ginger Flame was the first up, and Callie is suffering for it. And it takes a boot to the face for her troubles. That is what I was talking about, the grandstanding. The showboating of Harlem Heat has cost them time and time again, and it cost Cali the dominance in that early stretch of the match. Tag is made. Candy Ginger, 2 boots to the face, though, will change the momentum of any match. Candy putting the boots in herself. And kick to the knees. Cali trying to shift the momentum. Got the arm up over and down goes Candy. It rolls out to take a quick breather as Candy lifts the wands. Dives over and giant moonsault over the top. Candy Holiday rushed to the outside. And bashed into the steel railings goes Holiday. Grips by the hair now. This is a potentially dangerous situation, however, for Cali. She has made this mistake before. She's had solo title opportunities that she has lost due to the match ending by countout. Not this time, however. Ref got all the way up to the 8 count. We roll on. Bouncing Candy's head off the turnbuckle. And sharp elbow to the counter. Candy fighting back. Hook suplex and up. And she's got the armbar locked in. Wrenching the torque on the shoulder of Cali, but she's able to shift the momentum around. Fights her way back out. And big kick sends Candy down. Only a 1 count though. The tenacity of Candy Holiday very much on display. Head scissors locked in, pounding at the multicolored bonds of Candy Holiday. And hauled up by, I think he's got her by the nose. Disrespect there by Cali. And once again, same maneuver. Toying with her opponent. Candy goes bouncing off the top ropes and over the knee. Smack in the middle of the ring. But still only a 1. Candy Holiday not taking this disrespect. Lying down. Leg sweep. Sends Cali's back crashing to the mat. And then followed by the shoulders off the ropes this time for Candy. And leg drop. I think we're seeing another double leg drop. Teresa Dominguez there in the corner, yet to get a look in on this match. Not even really through any efforts from Candy's Ginger. Cali has made no effort to tag her sister in. And there goes flying elbow off the mid rope goes the Ginger Flame. Headlock and punch to the face, giving Cali a little bit of the treatment she gave Candy Holiday earlier. Knee to the back of the head this time. And there's the tag again. Quick tags made by Candy Ginger. Smart strategies by the champions, keeping each other fresh. Candy taking a little bit of a moment to showboat. Goes up to the middle rope. What does Holiday have in mind? Leg drop off the top, but gave Cali too long to recover. Dodges through. And Cali very smartly targeting the leg that may have just been tweaked by Candy, but still only a 1. What does Cali have in mind? Release suplex over and kip up. She's still got boundless energy, but really needs to tag Teresa in. Down goes the chin of Candy, trying to get the tag there for Ginger Flame, but Cali interrupts. Sends Candy back into her corner. Is this finally going to be the part that Teresa gets to enter the match? No, apparently Cali is not done. Rolls through. Did not try to maintain the pinning predicament there. And, again, I thought she was going for the tag. Instead, pointing up to the top rope and flying elbow drop off the top, crashing down into the sternum of Candy Holiday. Square in the middle of the ring, but there's the Ginger Flame to break up the pinfall. Headlock in. Just showing off once again is Cali. And at last, the purely fresh Teresa Dominguez enters the match. Candy Holiday in deep trouble in the middle of that ring. She really needs to get over to the Opera Geek at this point. Crash down. She has taken a beating by Cali. Candy Holiday been in the ring certainly the longest of Ginger Flame. She's got to get that tag. And there's another tag. Cali now back once again. Teresa got a little bit. And leg drop, double team. Candy desperately crawling to make that tag as Cali just stands there and taunts. And she's doing it again. Doing it once again. Showboating, not following through. Happily allowed the Ginger Flame to get that tag. And hits the 2 on the must be fairly gassed by this point, Cali. Hook up onto the back and slamming down into the mat. Boot to the back. And Ginger Flame is going high. And sent on off the top rope, crashing down. And pounding the head of Cali off the mat like a baseball. Hyping up, warming up the vocal cords, but there's the tag. It's Teresa's turn once again. Gets the better of Ginger Flame, working over the arm, and a punch to the face. Teresa, meanwhile, fights back out. The two powerhouses of each team hoists the Ginger Flame up over the shoulder and bouncing the throat of the opera singer off the rope there. That is a vicious thing to do to somebody who relies on their voice for a living. Hoists up to the top and a punch to the face. Ginger Flame is dazed, in trouble. What does Teresa have in mind? And suplex over outside of the ring. Superplex sending the Ginger Flame crashing brutally to the outside of the ring. And now working over the left arm. She's got that locked in deep. Got the submission applied, but outside of the ring, the match cannot end out here. Ref's count meets 5. Again, the title cannot change on a count out. Sends Teresa bouncing off the steel steps. Can she make it back to the ring in time? Doesn't matter. The Ginger Flame breaks the count herself. She is not allowing the match to end like that. She does not want to win. Does not want to maintain those titles on a technicality. Stalking away around the outside. Baits Cali back down. Tried to, I think, knock the younger sister out of the match for a little bit, but got caught. And there's the hot tag once again as Teresa just shows off those hip movements. Release suplex by Candy. Plays to the crowd herself a little bit now. And back into the corner. There's the tag again. And what are we seeing here from Harlem Heat? And assisted senton. Over goes Cali, crashing down onto Candy. But they're once again flying out of the corner like a ginger bat out of hell. There is HRH. Ginger Flame breaking up the pinfall. Cali turned her attention to the Ginger Flame, and that has allowed, look at that strength by Candy, hoisting up Dominguez, crashing down to the mat. What does Holiday have in mind now? Off to the far corner. And up and scoop slam by Holiday. Looks like she's got something off the mid-rope in mind, and we're seeing that leg drop again. This time she lands it. This time the leg drop connects. Is that going to be it for Cali? Teresa says, not on my watch. Cali Dominguez rolling to the outside for a little bit of a breather. Desperately needed after that, I think, but Candy follows through, looking to keep up the punishment. And got the leg hooked, and up and down goes the spine onto the outside of the ring. Candy back in the ring. She is safe. And there's the tag while Callie is down. Ginger Flame back in once again. Turns her attention to Teresa. Smart move. Although quantity of strength with Teresa, maybe not so much. Just shoves the Ginger Flame away. Running back elbow and a boot by Callie turns the tide. Legs hooked and crashes down onto the knee. She's got Ginger Flame back up. Shotgun drop kick to the spine. Gonna feel that in the morning. And release suplex, over goes Ginger Flame. Hoists herself up into the corner, but Callie right there waiting. Sends her smacking right back down. And flips over the Ginger Flame. Look at that strength shown by Callie this deep into the match. Very impressive, but both competitors are down. Callie first back to her feet. Going for the tag. Teresa now legal. There it is. There's your tag. Ginger Flame still up and clothesline by Teresa sends Ginger Flame back down. Back into Harlem Heat's corner. Tag once again. The flow is going for Harlem Heat right now. Kick 1 and 2, and there's the elbow for 3, and flying elbow for 4. A series of punishing blows delivered to the Ginger Flame. The Hurricane Rana pulled out of the depths of what soul she may have remaining. Sends Callie into Candy Ginger's corner. Being hyped up down there by Candy, ducked out of the way, allowing full range of movement for Ginger Flame. Not where she can get a tag though, just choking out, and there's the ref demanding Ginger Flame, let's go. And we're seeing her go back up to the top. She got sent on by Ginger Flame. I think Callie got the knees up. Callie, I think, had the knees up. Disrespect there by Dominguez. Look at disgusting scenes. Rolls out the way though. And down she goes, an incensed Ginger Flame. 1, 2. Teresa's worried. Didn't make it in time. Teresa was too slow. I think had a little more faith in Callie to kick out than she should have. Down to the wire. Once again. Harlem Heat fall at the final hurdle. More intent on humiliating the opponents than getting the job done. Candied Ginger are still the YouTube Double Clout champions. Back of the line once again go Harlem Heat. You have to imagine the authority are not going to be happy about that. They are going to be in that back room, surely thinking that they would have claimed that match. But that is not what happened. That is not the way the clout has fallen. Standing tall once again, still undefeated, Candy Ginger are your Double Clout champions. More action still yet to come. We have 2 more title defenses on the line tonight. We have Ashapal versus Presley D. And in our main event, the Golden Ticket challenges Gabriel Van Hessel for their Gold Clout title. We're going to take a bit of a breather to recover after that tag showcase though. We'll be back right after these messages.
諦めろバルやからあんたらなんかじゃたばらってもかなわんクワバラクワバラクワバラ目にも止まらん速さくたばらんたまらん下がらん押し通すわがままそこだけには邪魔だ俺はもう一人のあなたサラちゃんカヤちゃんワンサカ読みの国ワンダラご期途中になんだが4時44分もあったら4尺4分4分様がカメラジャパンから呼ぶ声がしたんならもう一人お疲れ様や入れた入れた入れた入れた入れた必死で吐いてた先で君は晴れた猫と僕がうまく噛み合ったら痛みが重なったら心から頭みなぎってゆくなんだか
Welcome back from that break. Next up, we have a rivalry that needs settling.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from out of this world, the Zombie!
Lucette Forrester has a bone to pick with Banshee. This conflict set up during the gauntlet match. In our first return episode, Lucette claimed a visual pinfall, but the ref counting a different fall. Arguably, Forrester was robbed in this match, and she holds Banshee responsible. Showed up after Banshee's match last week to make an assault. These two are looking to settle this in the ring tonight.
And from Sin City, Banshee!
And there she is, scoring a win. A very impressive win over Olivia Mason last week. Banshee fell at the final hurdle in that gauntlet match, being pinned by Paris O'Shell, who then got absolutely destroyed by the reigning $1 million champion Jennifer Storio. Banshee looking to keep her momentum going and really set herself up as Astorio's next rightful challenger. Lucette looking to halt that momentum in its tracks and get another shot at Astorio herself. The vicious kicks, heavy stiletto boot-based offense of Banshee against the tenacious never say die attitude of the zombie Lucette Forrester. And Banshee kicks things off, and there's that impressive athleticism and the way that boot came crashing down. And Banshee looking to humiliate Lucette right now, I think. Trying to score the pinfall within seconds of the match opening. Lucette kicking out only at a 1 though. Knee strike to the head. It is all Banshee in this match so far. Stomping on the fingers of Forrester. And going right back once again, trying to crush the grip strength. And she's gone right back to it again, just continually stomping, trying to brutalize the bone straight down to powder. She's moving up onto the top rope. Impressive balance in boots like that. And leg drop off the top. Forrester stunned on the mat. And digs out at 2. Forrester dug deep to find the wherewithal to kick out there. She desperately needs to do something to get back into this match. Dropped onto a small kick by Banshee. It rolls to the outside for a much needed breather. And Banshee sending her right back into the ring again. Banshee came out here to prove a point, and she is doing just that. And look at that, the stiletto stomps right into Forrester, who I don't think at this point has landed a single blow on Banshee. There is nothing, and there it is. Kick shoves Banshee down to the mat. Forrester needs to keep this momentum going. Kick to the gut of Banshee, steps through. She's hyping herself up. Bit of a risk. She cannot give Banshee a moment to recover. Wrenches the shoulder. Strike to the back, spreading the offense out. Hoist Banshee up and powerbomb down to the mat. Vaults all the way up to the top. Anti-gravity training showing. And what does she have there? Moonsault off the top, smack in the middle of the ring. Is that going to be it for Banshee? 2. Only a 2. Banshee definitely the less resilient of the two. Got that 2 count in there. And Lucette taking off the top ring buckle. She is not above employing some dirty tactics to win this match. And Banshee counters that into a bulldog. And this may have backfired for Forrester. Never mind, ref saw it. Ref is returning that turnbuckle pad. Get that cushioning back on. A head going into that exposed iron ring is going to end anyone's night. Meanwhile, stiletto right into the forehead of Forrester. And going right for the pin, middle of the ring, moved away, and that is it. 3 count. Lucette is down. Banshee is apparently not done. Boots going into Lucette, sending the ref back out. What does Banshee have in mind? She is incensed. And Banshee has a table. Found the table underneath the ring. The ref begging her off. I don't think that's going to do anything. Forrester still down, desperately trying to get back to her feet. But after the punishment, I don't think she's going to be able to. Table set up in the corner. Ill intentions by Banshee. And drives Lucette right through the table. Banshee sending a clear message to Forrester and to the rest of the division. I think with a target painted very much on Jeneth Astorio after that. I said Banshee was looking to make a statement for herself, and I think she has done exactly that. We're going to clear the ring of those splinters for our next match. We'll be back right after these short messages. Don't go anywhere. Captain Turiant Guidel, Cloud Commissioner of All Influencer Wrestling here, and I have a question for you. Do you like robots? Do you like space? Do you like queer romance? How about gay robots in space? Then you should read Emotional Resonance by V.M. Ayala, now available in print for the first time as part of the Best American Science Fiction and Fantasy 2024. See harpercollins.com for details. Welcome back once again. It is now showcase match time. The Druid Mary marching her way down to the ring.
It's scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring. From New York, New York, the Animal Princess!
Mary victorious as part of her team in our first episode back, fell to Ashapal in the ensuing triple threat, looking to get herself back on track. But she has quite the tall order to do so here tonight. A blue v red match, the first of the two we have with this theme here tonight. And making her return, Mary's opponent. The Night's Dim.
From San Salvador, El Salvador,
Feel the aura of La Llorona. It's been a little bit since we have last seen her in action. She has been training, she has revised her gear, revised her moveset, and she is looking to re-establish her path to dominance in All Influencer Wrestling. You wouldn't think a butterfly mask could be daunting, but somehow La Llorona manages it. Looking to start her path to standing tall as the monarch of the division. Mary looking to course correct, La Llorona looking to course establish. Let's see how this matchup works out. La Llorona definitely getting the better of Mary in that contest of strength. Over the shoulders and crashes off the turnbuckle. Not looking good for the Animal Princess yet, but a kick halts that momentum. This time Mary winning the contest of strength sends the shoulders of La Llorona down to the mat. And hoists up by the neck, by the chin even. And going right back to that same well again. Worked the first time, why not the second? Is she going to go for a third? She certainly is. Spine crushing, La Llorona rolling outside to recover for a little bit, but that gave Mary a chance for a dive and crossbody through the ropes. And a big boot sending her competitor down. Mary with a hell of a showing thus far in this match. No direct title or opportunity on the line here tonight, but these two looking to chalk up that record in the W column to earn those opportunities in future. All the way up to a 7 count though, and both in the ring. Neither want to end the match that way. Blows raining down from Mary. Working now over the legs of La Llorona, twisting the arm. She's got the ankle lock locked in. And then back to a stomp, really working over the lower body of her opponent now. Neck breaker by Mary sends her down. Kick right to the spine. What does she have in mind? Doesn't matter. La Llorona had it countered. And elbow strikes of her own, lighting up Mary with that powerful striking offense. Rope assisted arm wrench, trying to dislocate Mary's arm straight out of its socket. And once again going back twice in a row. She's going to return Mary. I thought she may have been going for a third there to balance the ledger from Mary's attempts earlier, but they went for the leg, and we've got the, is this the abdominal stretch? I think it is. Too far away from the ropes, but Mary able to hip toss over. And a toss reversal there by La Llorona. These two back and forth, neither quite with the upper hand now, and return though, and over the top, and Mary saw that coming out of the way. Nothing but floor. La Llorona weeping surely after landing spine first on that hard surface at ringside. Drop kick by Mary, keeping her down. Sends her back into the ring. What does she have in mind here? Almost looked like Mary was asking for a tag at some point. I think she was maybe baiting La Llorona to get back up and just hauled around like she weighs nothing. Viciousness in the eyes of La Llorona, but countered by Mary. Over the shoulder she goes, crashes down. Excellent ring awareness there by the Druid Princess. And DDT, she's got the leg hooked in. I was wondering if maybe La Llorona was a little close to the ropes, but no, she had it, but only a 2. Came very close. Ref's arm on the way down, about to strike canvas when La Llorona powered out of that one. Hauling herself back up, Mary waiting right there like a dangerous animal. Up to the top she goes. We've seen high-flying success by Mary in this match already, and there goes the flying elbow. Boot to the spine. Mary taking that position. What does she have in mind now? And release, hook, suplex, plants La Llorona down. Ref's count is getting down there, and into the ring we go. 5 count is broken. And up to the top, and she's going for the elbow again, but La Llorona rolls out of the way, crashes down, nothing but canvas. Mary rolls out of the way, and again, look at the strategy on display by Mary. Rolled out to the side, baiting La Llorona to do another attempt at dive, and she was already on the way back in. And she's going back for it once again. Hook suplex over, crashes down, second in a row. She's got the hook in deep. Is this going to be it? 2, and no, La Llorona kicks out at 2 again. Almost made it. Mary, she's begging, get back up. She wants to put this away, but she cannot solve the puzzle of La Llorona. What will it take to keep her down? Boot to the head, that might do it. But shoves Mary off balance. La Llorona looking to fight her way back in. And she's got the abdominal stretch back in once again. Mary in the middle of the ring, nowhere to go, but reverses the momentum. Toss again to La Llorona. Back and forth, back and forth. It could be any competitor's match at this point. Going for the ankle lock once again, slowing it down a little bit, halting that back and forth momentum, trying to get on top. Working over the legs, trying to take out the balance of La Llorona. Has to use the ropes to haul herself up, but Mary's just there waiting. She's going to go for that. Tried to go for the rope check once again, but shoved out of the way by La Llorona, who now has Mary tied in the ropes. What does she have in mind? Bouncing between her elbows and the ring. And up and down, crashing. Look at the air that La Llorona got on Mary there, but did not even hit the 2. Balls, what resilience by Mary. Up top goes La Llorona, looking to maybe get some high flying to finish this down. Elbow drop lands this time. Can Mary recover from that? And slowly straddling the fallen Mary, pounding into the mat. Just vicious strikes right into the face. And up we go, and crashes down, landing right on the antlers, head first. That may have knocked Mary for 6. 1, 2, and indeed it did. A well-fought match by Mary, but La Llorona is the one standing tall at the end. A fabulous return to the company, return to form. She is hyped. She is ready to keep this momentum going. She is out for the clown. An impressive return. Nothing to be ashamed of, though, by Mary there. A well-fought match by the Druid. Just could not quite get it done. Came close a few times. Oh, what a match. We shall see how the rest of that plays out in future. But we have another defense up next. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Captain Tyrant Guidel, Cloud Commissioner of All Influencer Wrestling here, and I have a question for you. Do you like robots? Do you like space? Do you like queer romance? How about gay robots in space? Then you should read Emotional Resonance by VMIR, now available in print for the first time as part of the Best American Science Fiction and Fantasy 2024. See harpercollins.com for details.
It's showtime now, baby. We ran with them. Let's don't know. Yeah.
Introducing the challenger from The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Internet Championship!
Ashapal earned this shot last week, victorious over Battlestar and Mary in the triple threat. She has her eyes on the prize that is currently around the waist of Pressery D. And accompanied by her friends Avric and Tiff, who themselves fell to RBFS last week. We got a little bit of a music problem going on. We'll have to fix that later on. I do apologise about that. But there we go. Team Chaos with their childhood friend Tiff in the back as well. Avric and Tiff here to cheer Asha on, hoping that they can succeed where they have failed. Nothing but confidence on the face of Asha. Striding down. Again, claimed the victory alongside Mary and Battlestar previously. Asha, the one who scored the pinfall, in fact, in that tag match, then victorious in the triple threat. She has absolutely earned her right at this shot. But Pressery D is a wily opponent, claiming the clout herself by dropping the drama bomb. She has held on to it thus far. And there she is, the Huntress. The Swarm Keeper, Pressery D. The YouTube Division's sold clout champion. Riding solo herself. Avric and Tiff, of course, not able to get involved in the match. They are merely here for moral support. But the confidence of Pressery, she does not need it. She will find any opening in Asha's defense and capitalize on it. The longer this match goes, the more it is likely to favour Pressery. Asha needs to use her size and strength advantage and put this one away as quickly as possible.
Introducing the challenger from parts unknown, the Warrior Princess! And her opponent from parts unknown, the Internet Champion, the Hunter! The
Hunter, Pressery, showing off the clout around her waist, over her shoulder. Not willing to let that go. We've seen the determination on display from our clout chasers tonight, and I'm sure we are going to see just that here again in this match. Both proven to be tenacious but ultimately honourable competitors. We should be in for a good fight here. Avric and Tiff watch on from the outside. And we lock up, and unsurprisingly, Asha gets the best of the initial lockup, hoys Presley into the middle of the ring, and I said she would need to end it quickly, but I didn't quite expect it to be this fast. Presley kicks out at 2. Asha doing exactly what I said she needed to. Trying to throw Presley off, dropping the jumping knee strikes across the prone body of the Hunter, and then spinning around onto the back, trying to keep Presley disoriented. Knee to the face once again, trying to knock the brains of Presley loose, so she does not know where she is. Battle Master strategies by Asha, a little bit maybe of a misjudgment there, sent Presley into the ref. Ref not down, able to handle that, and sweep going low by Presley. A good strategy with a competitor like Asha. You got to keep them off their feet, lose that center of gravity, and there she is once again. Sliding tackle by Presley, not yet though able to knock Asha off that center of gravity. Asha waits in the middle of the ring, hoys over, looking to either do some damage back out there or get Presley back into the ring where this match can be ended with the title change. And indeed, it looks like she is going for the damage option. Delayed vertical suplex. Down goes the Hunter. And crashing off those steel steps. Ref's count is already at 6. Asha can do a little more damage out here, but she needs to get Presley back into that ring. And there in the ring she goes herself. She's got to break that count. I think. I don't quite know what Asha was thinking there. She threw her shot away. Winning by countout. Asha is not your Sold Clout champion. Victorious in the match for certain, but Presley retains as the title cannot change on a countout victory. Asha seems like she knows what she's doing, and this may be part of some grander scheme, but we will certainly try to figure out what's up with that later on. But for right now, we're going to clear the ring and get ready for our next match, our second Red versus Blue showcase of the night. Tiff back in action, facing off against Damien Farner. We'll be right back just after this.
Hi, I'm Captain Tyriant Guidel, most dashingly handsome pirate in all of Lumsalaminsa, and the Clout Missioner of all influencer wrestling. As a swashbuckling pirate, I know a thing or two about hats. And sometimes, even I feel the hats I own are just too big. So when I feel the need for minuscule millinery, there's only one place that comes to mind. TinyHatLabs.com. Tiny Hat Labs have always sought to push the boundaries of what's possible in client engagement millinery feedback solutions. Their guiding question remains the same today as it was when they were founded. What if small hat, but tiny? Operating at the nexus of science, engineering, artificial intelligence, art, fashion and design, Tiny Hat Labs seeks to pave the way to a paradigm shift in headpiece technology. While others ask, how much? TinyHatLabs.com asks, how little? I'm Captain Tyriant Guidel, and TinyHatLabs.com is my favourite place for hats on the internet.
And we are back for another blue v red match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from overseas, weighing in at 215 pounds.
Tiff making his way back after watching whatever it was Usher just did. Still immense confusion here as to why Usher essentially threw away her title shot. Maybe some deeper strategy at mind by the members of Team Chaos. But Tiff out here looking to get a win over the piratical menace, Damian Farna.
And his opponent from every man's nightmare, weighing in at 243 pounds, Slugger Damian!
The Mustache Haver versus the Mustache Rider. Flames rising as Farna rolls his way into the ring. Straight from Avernus. Showcasing the magnificent facial follicery of Farna. Fire everywhere. The ice blue of Tiff, the flame red of Farna. Two towering titans, and off the rope goes Farna, flying out of their gate, sends Tiff down. Farna in control. Knee right to the... I hope that was Tiff's gut and not somewhere slightly lower down. It looked like it might have been. Putting the boots in on the tumbled tiefling. Farna unleashing a veritable broadside of offense against Tiff. He's gone up to the top. What does Farna have in mind? And dive off the top, crashing down with a knee. Tiff smack in the middle of the ring, 2, and he powers up, the shoulders out. He's there at 2. Shoulder check by Farna. Strikes a pose, waits for Tiff to get back up, and vaulting off the middle, and somersault off the mid rope. Farna in control for sure. And once again, up the top rope, there's that diving knee from the top, smack in the middle of the ring. It ain't looking good for Tiff right now. 1, 2, and still powers out at 2, but Tiff is in trouble. Overpowers though, knocks Farna off balance. This is Tiff's opportunity to get back in this match. Is it time for a Tiff turnaround? Boot to the kidneys, hauls Fana back up to his feet. Bounces him off the ropes and flying back elbow by Tiff. Hip up, he is feeling it right now. Takes a quick trip to the outside, not really sure why. Pops back in. And doing it once again, just getting a little bit of cardio in, I think perhaps rolls back through. And DDT back, sends Fana crashing back down. Maybe some obfuscation tactics by Tiff, trying to confuse his opponent, seems to be working. Off the ropes and dodges the spinning elbow, but a knife chop by Tiff. And a big wind-up punch crashes Fana down to the mat. He's waiting. What does Tiff have in mind? And sweet chin music. Is that the end of the concert for Fana? It is. The sweetest music to Tiff's is acting up there, bouncing in and out, throwing Fana off his game. Tiff capitalizes, boot right to the jaw. Well played, Tiff. A victory for one member of Team Chaos, a confusing throwaway for the other. We'll have to see what these three have in mind going forward. But we have a #1 contenders match up next after their sportsman-like showcase last week. Stephen Joy's Renee's Crimson back in action. The winner will face Sevius Doom for the Intercontinental title. We'll be back right after this.
Suplex the train! Himbo power! Come on. Pop more potions. Meteor strike! Oh, I can't suplex... Oh, yeah, that's right. I can suplex a train, but I can't suplex an octopus. And here is our octopus friendo. Can I suplex an octopus? Nope. Can't suplex an octopus, turns out. Too slippery. Can I suplex Ultima Weapon? Also going to start chucking some shuriken. I can suplex Ultima Weapon. Come on, we're so close. Lift, come on, Sabin. Come on. Suplex! Boom! Hippo power!
It is time for the audience to get on their feet, start bouncing along to the music, as the tiny, hatted Wanda makes his way to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, the Edinburgh Scotland, weighing in at 158 pounds, Stephen Joyce!
A well-fought match between Stephen and Renace last week that Stephen came out on top of. Can he repeat his performance tonight, or will it be Renace who chases the Intercontinental title?
Ready for this?
Let's go indeed. Not yet able to claim gold in All Influencer Wrestling. Stephen looking to correct that. A fancy title for a fancy boy. Is that in his future? Not if Reynolds Crimson has anything to say about it.
From London, England, weighing in at 270 pounds, Reynolds Crimson!
Two very different mentalities. The joyful entrance of Stephen versus the more slow, intimidating march of Reynolds Crimson. Appropriate for their different ring demeanors. Stephen used to fighting as the underdog, usually the smaller competitor. Reynolds the powerhouse. But not to be underestimated is the tiny hat aficionado. He's knocked Crimson off once. This time there is a title opportunity on the line. Stakes are high for these two. Reynolds taking aside to pose for the flash photography. And let's get this going. The match strikes down, and Stephen starting out with a quick strike to the legs of Ren. Knows he's not going to win the power offense. Tried to go for taking the man's legs out, but didn't work out super well. Over the knee of Reynolds goes Stephen. And went for the Irish whip. Countered and just held through. Stephen taking a little bit of a breather in the middle of the ring there. And over goes Crimson. Stephen still down, starting to work over the leg of Stephen himself. And up. And crashing down. Elevated neck breaker from Crimson to Stephen. And regular neck breaker followed through. And 1, 2, and a third punch. Right to the face, no muss, no fuss. Got that hooked in, and over goes the suplex from Reynolds. Stephen hauling himself back to his feet, right into a clubbing blow at the back or two. Ren off the mid rope, swinging a DDT. Stephen down, wrapping the arms back, and a trapped Stephen being pummeled in the back of the head by Crimson. Ren not looking to allow Stephen to get a look in. Another DDT by Crimson. He is trying to do as much damage in a short time as possible. He does not want a repeat of last week's outcome. Kick sends Stephen flying over. Ren is feeling it, firing up to the crowd, boots to the shoulder. He's still got that hook in, and there's that suplex from Crimson once again. He's held through right into the pinning predicament. It's in deep in the middle of the ring, and Stephen kicks out only at a 1. My God. But the strength of Ren, simply too much. Chokehold locked in. He's got it locked in deep, middle of the ring. Stephen is not going to be able to make the ropes. He's got a power out, and he does so with an elbow to the throat. Using that size difference to his advantage, able to get that choking blow in on Ren. Takes out the knee, and quick cutter by Ren that rolls through. And in, he's got that locked in. Look at the torque on Stephen's spine, but he's able to power through. Rolls Ren through. Blow to the chest, and Ren counters once again. Collision in the middle of the ring. Kick to the gut. What does Ren have in mind? No, not neck breaker. Plants Stephen down into the mat. Now working over the arm, spreading out the offense, trying to take as many weapons out of Stephen's arsenal as possible. Arms are hooked in deep. Up he goes. It's not going to look good for Stephen. Down he goes. Face planted. hauls himself up with the rings right into the corner, but there is Crimson waiting. He's got Steven grappled up to the middle rope and hoisted up by the neck. Vicious behavior by Crimson. And into the middle of the ring. No sign of that sportsmanship tonight. And that is a mugging. Steven wandering out, but there is Sevius coming out to survey things. Steven calling him out. Ren on his way down. Both still arguing for their opportunity, but as much as Steven wants to call out Sevius, it's Crimson who will be meeting him next time. With that though, we have one final match to go tonight. It's our main event. It's the Golden Ticket versus Gabriel Van Hessel. We will see how this goes and what the ramifications for the Soul Clout Championship will be right after this.
Luz tried everything to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. Hammers, axes, magic, saws, more magic, fire, even more magic, and magic explosions. Still, the door refused her. Why? After all this time and effort, why wouldn't the damn thing open? Sure, it was an enchanted door that would open the path to a potentially catastrophic amount of magic pouring back into the universe, causing endless natural disasters that would drown or bury most cities from existence. But there was an equally high chance that wouldn't happen, and that the magic had been sealed away by ignorant fools for nothing. She had to believe there was a reason why she could tap into a sliver of the magic locked behind the door. That this was it, her singular life purpose. Open the door, restore its magic back to everyone like it used to be in the stories, where anyone could use magic, for good or bad. That had to be it, right? That had to be why she was standing here, in the door's pocket dimension, on a small plot of Earth, large enough for only one person to stand in front of it, swearing at this void-black door with iridescent veins flowing along its surface like water, living, taunting her to just open it already. So why was it so hard to swing the damn thing wide? Somehow, she had shoved the door apart just a crack ages ago. A thin, wispy line of light seeped out of a seam down the centre. Whenever she used teleportation magic, as she had decided to call it since she didn't know the correct term and hadn't seen others use it before, probably because it was dangerous and required sliding through space and time, but who was counting? She tapped into a sliver of warmth and power to travel wherever she wished. She'd managed that slight opening unthinking as a child, then never again. What was she doing wrong now? Worse, what if she wasn't doing anything wrong? What if this door wasn't meant to open for her after all? What else could there be for her but this? After everything, after all that searching, what else could there be?
This has been an extract from The Void Door by V.M. Ayala. To read the full story, please visit beneath-ceaseless-skies.com and search for issue 378. And thank you for watching Masterpiece Theatre.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Internet Championship!
Here we go. Potentially dire consequences no matter which man wins this bout. And here he comes.
Everybody's got a price.
He knocked off Cinneas and Sparks
Everybody's gonna pay.
then knocked off Big Magic Reynolds. And this is his reward. His ticket has been punched to a Sold Clout Championship match. Looking to get that title around his waist as an accent to that bushy dollar sign adorning his chest.
But I'm the $1 million man. And you will be bought.
A confident Golden Ticket throwing his money around. He's got his own security escort now. Privately hired by him, of course. We ain't providing that for him. But he will not be able to unnerve or bribe his opponent here tonight. There it is, the Sold Clout title around the waist of a animated Gabriel Van Hessel. Likely baking under the California heat and all that black. The Plague Doctor mask in full display. None have ever seen his face. Drawing the thumb across the throat, sending a message to Golden Ticket. He is the champion and he intends to leave as exactly that. And that is what it's all about. The Twitch Division's Sold Clout Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Authority Megacorp HQ, weighing in at 275 pounds, GT.
Boo that man. Boo that man.
And his opponent from Italy, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Internet Champion, the Witch Hunter!
The Witch Hunter, dispatched by the Vatican to chase the clout. As we all know, the Vatican now have decided to launch an additional clout chasing initiative by coming up with a cute anime girl mascot of all things. Not Van Hessel's style. He is here to punch people in the face and take it old school. Golden Ticket about to be put on trial by the Witch Hunter. But will his trial end the way so many rich men's do, with him laughing at the end? Rich as hell. It looks like Ticket is in indeed control at the early stages of the match. DDT sends Van Hessel down. Taunting. Saying, as I imagine saying is GT there, you may be from the Vatican, but I have more money than God. It is not often that we see Van Hessel struggle to this degree. Golden Ticket absolutely manhandling the Witch Hunter right now. There we go, counters boots to the face. None of us really sure backstage what to make of Van Hessel. An enigmatic man to be certain. Is that even a man under there? We do not know. But anyone has to be better than Golden Ticket. Flying tackle takes down GT onto the outside. One thing we don't know about Van Hessel is will his honor mean he doesn't try to go for the count-out victory, or is he going to be willing to allow the count-out to happen and thereby safeguard the Soul Clout Championship? Ref Scout about to hit a 5. It's certainly moving that direction. He is doing a lot of punishment on the outside to GT. Rolls him, though, back into the ring. Ref Scout hits 6. Dodges out the way. Boot to the gut. DDT. Down goes GT. Van Hessel waiting. Working over the upper arm. Kicking in on those exposed fingers. Saying your bank account may have a lot of digits, but your fingers about to not. And up, down. Van Hessel now very much in control. And look at the power of him. Hoists up. And down crashes GT. Incredible strength on display by the Witch Hunter. But golden ticket. Counters, he's back in control. Big chop across the chest of Van Hessel. Bounces the plague mask off the turnbuckle. Another big chop. Up onto the top. What does GT have in mind? He's got in the mid rope. And a big superplex off the top. Hessel's down in the middle of the ring, but kicks out only at a 1. Divine Fury keeping Van Hessel from hitting the 3 count. Hooks the leg of GT. Raining down. Blows from above. Hoist Ticket back to his feet. And Ticket is down. He's down smack in the middle of the ring. Can Van Hessel put him away? 1-2. Ticket powers out at 2. Ticket is still in this match, but Van Hessel has his eyes locked on his target. And good night. End of days for GT. And that is that. Unleashing the apocalypse on Golden Ticket. It is certainly the end of days for GT. 3 titles on the line. 3 were defended. Candied Ginger retained the Double Clout titles. Pressery D somehow hanging on to the Soul Clout title through no real direct action on her own. Asha going for the the counter, excuse me, and Van Hessel retains. The landscape may be more mountainous, more sunny than it was back in New York, but we have the exact same landscape in our title scene. This means we need to determine new challenges for these belts. We have more rivalries to kick through. We know what one of those is going to be, though. Next week, it'll be Renee's Crimson facing Sevius Doom for the Intercontinental title. And the March for Clout begins for every other belt we have. For now, though, for tonight, I have been Captain Hurrient Guidal. Thank you for joining us, and as always, remember to stay #out for Clout.